Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at the Lions Boxing Academy. Delighted to be joined by Eddie Hearn. Another matchroom in the community success today. It looks thriving.
Yeah, packed. I mean, this is, you talk about old school boxing clubs. Lion Boxing Club is just that. I mean, you've got great fighters like France Ampofo here. Even Big Johnny Fisher was an amateur down here as well. Freddie King, my late godfather, sorry. This is a place synonymous with boxing in the East End, and a while ago was very close to closing down. So Matchroom Boxing Foundation jumped in. Tonight we'll award them with a grant to help them. Steve and a couple of the guys, Giorgio Visioli's coach, when they reopened, they had 3 carded fighters, and now it's like, 10 times that, and it's back thriving again, and so important. You saw a couple of kids outside.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about that, Tree.
We talk about the problems in the country nowadays. These places are so refreshing. And when you see young kids in here, I look around, I've got obviously 2 daughters myself. I see young girls here hitting the bags, sweating, hard work. Like, this is what's missing in society today. Coming in and doing your work, working hard, grafting, understanding that the only way you succeed, the only way you achieve is through hard work and being around positivity, being around the right people, And, like we were joking about those kids outside, it's like, come boys, come in. You almost want to spend your time walking around these areas on the estates and grabbing kids, right, and saying, come in, just give it a go, 1 session. Do you know what I mean? And it could change their life forever, because you talk to any fighter, they will say, the moment I walked in that club, it changed my life forever. And that's why we have to keep putting the pressure on the government, on local politicians to fund these places. They're still self-funded. The coaches in here, who I find the most remarkable people. We live in such a selfish society. You imagine, Joe, like, you're a young man, right, where you have to give up your time every night and make that commitment to come down here from 5 till 9 and give your time every night for free. We kids like that, the new age, they don't do that. Everybody's selfish. They don't think that they have a responsibility to the community. They just worry about themselves, or they worry about their social media, or they worry about how they can go and nick their next bag or fucking watch or whatever it's going to be.
Your car?
Yeah, whatever. But like these places, I employ a lot of people. If someone says to me, if I'm in an interview with someone and they say, well, I was part of the local community, the boxing club, and spent a lot of time actually as a kid in the boxing club, I know they're built off the right stuff, the good foundations. And, I can't be more passionate about trying to help clubs like this stay afloat and alive. We saw it with the Lynn, now we're doing it with the Lion. There's many other clubs as well. And the Matchroom Charity Foundation is very committed to projects within the community, and especially boxing, because it's something very passionate about and very close to our heart.
Just going back to the young man outside, it's all on video anyway, but do you get that often, people come up to you saying, AJ's a bum, Fury will do AJ? How do you deal with that?
Especially if he's a Tyson Fury fan, like he was. Yeah, but he's like, well, how old is he? 10, 11, 12. That's great. Listen, little interactions, little moments can change people's life forever. And it's like coming down here tonight. If there'll be people down here tonight that really have either lost their way in the past, they might think that their options are limited in terms of their path in life. Just a little conversation. It doesn't have to come from me. That's the thing. Some people don't have a family structure in place. But down here, they can feel that. They can be part of a family. They can be part of the community. They can speak to coaches that can pull them to one side, put their arm around them and say, come on, keep going, keep working. Things are going to be all right. Things are going to work out. Yet at home, it's broken. And it's very difficult for people, particularly who come from that broken home with no role models inside, to actually know what to do. And down here, it's not just about hitting pads. It's not just about sparring. It's about understanding what life's about. And like those kids outside, but they box, right? And I'm confident that boxing will take them away from trouble. Because if you're just walking around here, one, it's dangerous, and two, you're going to meet the wrong people that are going to tell you, fucking go down to boxing gym, you mad? Oh, we'll go out tonight, you run this around for me, there's a couple of £100. This, you're going to come and say, yeah, it's all about family, come into my family. Wrong direction, wrong move. It'll end your life or it'll ruin your life. So down here, you know, positivity all day.
I think that though shows just how big AJ Fury would be, because you are getting people walk up to you in the road.
Doesn't matter where I am. You know, I've been on the road for 4 weeks. Yeah. As soon as I come back, I go to the petrol station, filling up the car. Geezer pulls up. Hey Eddie, when are we going to see AJ Fury? It's like, fucking hell, mate. So, but look, you know, I spoke to Spencer Brown today. Actually, we were talking about it because he said someone put out a video of AJ from 2 years ago saying, sorry, Fury from 2 years ago saying, oh, I'm ready to pack it in. But, you know, that was 2 years ago. As I understand it, and as Spencer tells me, obviously Tyson Fury is 100% focused on Usyk. But if he gets the job done, and our man gets the job done, you know, I think you're going to see it whatever happens. But we have to, because otherwise I've got, you know, I've got that for the rest of my life.
Dad said you was a failure if
yeah, that's what Coogan said as well.
Yes,
so yeah, go fuck yourself, both of you.
But if both men did do the job, obviously AJ September 21st, Tyson December 21st, who'd go into that fight favourite?
AJ.
Why?
Because I said so. No, listen, depends on the manner of victory. If AJ goes in and demolishes Daniel Dubois and Fury squeezes past Usyk, maybe AJ's a favourite. But it doesn't. It's one of those fights, Joe, where you're never going to have a favourite. You've got the Fury fans, you've got the AJ fans, you've got the people that have switched over this. Let's be honest, before Ngannou and before Oso Wilding, everyone wrote AJ off. So now we'll see against Dubois, because that's a sterner test. Tough fight.
Just a couple more. Chris Eubank Jr. yesterday was on Sky Sports, where he named his hit list. Domestically, he named Conor Benn and Billy Joe Saunders. We'll leave Billy Joe Saunders just for the minute because he's been inactive for 3 years now. But just another little statement of intent to still make that Conor Benn fight.
Chris Eubank Jr. has got one thing on his mind. Starts with M, ends with Y, and it's got on it in the middle.
On it?
On it. Because spelt money. It's all he cares about. He ain't bothered about legacy. He ain't bothered about championships. He wants the monies. Yeah? And the monies are to fight Conor Benn. So, Chris Eubank Jr., you can say about this fight, say about it, but if you want the monies, let's play. And we will play in the first quarter of 2025.
Where are we at with Conor Benn?
Same as. We're waiting on a decision. He's dealing with things with his lawyers. He will be ready to fight, hopefully at the end of this year, but without doubt in early 2025. And he's ready to go straight into that Chris Eubank fight. For the monies.
He did say about Billy Joe Saunders as well. I know you've had on and off chats with Billy Joe since the Canelo fight, which was kind of over 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years. Do we see Billy Joe back in the ring?
I hope so. Billy Joe's a tremendous fighter, but every day that passes is a day that makes it less likely. And you know, I think, what is it now, 3.5 years? Yeah. So, you know, it's a long time out of the ring. But the biggest problem for Billy is it's a double-edged sword. You know, he'll want to say, well, give me a date and give me a plan, and we will want to say, or someone else will want to say, well, you've got to show us that you're 8 or 9 weeks away, because I don't want to book the venue, book everything, and you pull up in training. But he can't probably get focused without the date and without the opponent, like a lot of fighters. So, you know, I would like to see Billy take himself away and do a 7 or 8 week pre-camp to his real camp, come back and say, look, I'm here, let's go. But it's got to come from in here. I would love to see him in the ring because I think he's a tremendous talent.
2 more. When can we expect an announcement for the undercard of Beterbiev Bivol?
I would say that would come next week. I think that Spencer Brown, myself, we've got some fighters on, Frank Warren, other promoters as well. We're all working. There is a template of the undercard that is in place now. Now all the contracts are being drawn up, and obviously Riyadh season will make that announcement. Spencer's been leading the charge with that undercard as well. and I would say next week they'll be in a position, hopefully, to announce the card for October 12th.
Do you think we'll get a press conference for the undercard?
Yeah, I think you'll get a press conference for Bivol Beterbiev. I believe there's a plan to run that a couple of weeks before the fight in London, before everybody goes to Rio.
Because obviously we had the original press conference before it got postponed. Interesting fights for the undercard?
Really good undercard. I mean, you know, you sit there again, you look at it and just go, how do you do that? I mean, you know, we don't see anything like it.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.